Hello and thanks for stopping by the Sister Cousins Lifestyle channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video, we are starting off with some Christmas decorating planning. So I love Pottery Barn, Crate and Barrel, West Elm, and I love their Christmas line. So I like to start off by kind of shopping those stores, looking for inspiration. And then I head over to some of the lesser expensive stores and try to find a dupe. So I try to create the look for less. So if that's what you're all about and you want to see what's in store at Pottery Barn this year versus what's at Home Goods, keep watching. Now, once I've looked at my favorite stores' websites, I also like to go into the store just to kind of get a look and feel of the things that are in the store. Now, at Pottery Barn, they still have a lot of things out for the fall season. So it's a perfect time to come because they've got two seasons kind of going on in here today. So we're going to see some fall items as well as some Christmas items. Those leaf pillows are gorgeous there. I really, really did like them. And of course, Pottery Barn is always going to have some beautiful, beautiful stems for you. Now, they have not yet put out their Christmas stems. I'm waiting for those to come out, but these are for the fall season and they are already on sale. It's an added treat to come in here and see some items on sale. That is typically when I'm going to make a purchase. If I do make a purchase, it's going to be when items are on sale. So I look for when they have those items at the end of a season or whatever, where they go 40, 50, 60% off, that type of thing. I also love going to the Pottery Barn outlet because some of these things will ultimately end up there as well. They still have a lot of their fall bedding out. So I always like looking at that as well. I love a nice, cozy bed with a lot of heavy, heavy cover on it. That's what's comfortable for me sleeping. So I love looking at beds that have been made up like that. Doesn't this look so warm and cozy? I love it. I love the way that they have this little area here styled. They have a nice neutral color table, sofa, and then they've added their pops of color with these beautiful, beautiful florals here, and then some green they've added in here, some beige, really, really pretty color combination to add in with your neutral furniture. I love neutral furniture for that reason. You can just kind of add your pops of color for the season, whatever you want to do, and still your furniture will just kind of blend in with whatever it is that you decide to do. I love that. These pillows here you can find pretty much anywhere. These are the pumpkin pillows. They come out every year. I've seen them at Aldi for as low as, I believe, $9.99 or something like that. You see the price of these here is $40 for these. Aldi's has had them. Big Lots has them. I've seen them at Home Goods. They're pretty much everywhere, so you don't have to pay $40 a piece for them if you don't want to. While I'm making my way over to where they have the Christmas items, I'm making sure that I don't miss anything over here. So I'm definitely taking a look at all of their base filler, pillow covers, that type of thing, and in hopes that some of these items will be on sale. But I wasn't so lucky today. This is an interesting little character here. This is actually an ice bucket. When I initially looked at it, I thought that it was a cookie jar. It is $179 for this ice bucket. And you're going to see that we're going to see something similar conceptually as we go into Home Goods later on. And here's uh what do you call these bottles? Sometimes when I'm doing voiceovers, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. I know what it is. But anyway, it had a little bear on top of that as well. And then they had these cute little name cards here with the little deer and the animals on them. So if you like the animal theme, decor pieces for entertainment needs or whatever, definitely stay tuned to the rest of the video, because in Home Goods, they've got some things in here that are very, very similar for a fraction of the cost. Now, these are like $50 for these, but you can certainly find those at a lower price point. Same is true for table decor. Pottery Barn has some really, really nice table decor, table linens, things like that. But yeah, you can find those at a lower price over at your Home Goods. Even Ross will occasionally have some nice pieces as well. This chair caught my eye. It is so heavy duty. It's $999 for this chair. It's a beautiful chair and it's very, very heavy duty. It is a swivel chair and it's in this this chocolate brown color. That is a beautiful, beautiful piece. This is one of my favorite things to do, and that's go into some of the stores in the area just for shopping for inspiration. Here is another beautiful chair. This is another one that's really, really heavy duty, nicely, nicely made, and it's gorgeous. I love that tufted look. That is a timeless design. I love the color of it. Really, really nice. I think that's my fascination with Pottery Barn is the quality and the timeless pieces that they have. Most of these pieces in here will still be relevant years and years to come. And like I said, they do a lot of neutral colors, which makes it very, very versatile in your home to kind of switch out your colors. Like if you want to add different pops of color, that type of thing. So that I like as well. They have very, very good quality pillow covers. Their pillow covers are so heavy. A lot of them are like wool or wool blends, really, really good fabrics, and they feel good to the touch. So I love looking at those. And here's some more stems. They always have an abundance of stems. These candle holders caught my eye. I thought they were so nice with the antlers on them. I love antlers, weirdest thing ever, but I just love them. And every year they come out with different antler decor pieces, and I love it. So these candle holders definitely caught my eye. And you see here that everything is 40% off here. So yeah, definitely some deals to be had here at the Pottery Barn. But I know you're probably thinking, girl, I thought this was going to be on Christmas decor. We're getting there. We're getting there. I promise you. So far in the store, they have the Christmas items set out in the back of the store. They're still kind of pushing the fall things to be pushed on out of the way, but they do have their gingerbread collection out, and it seems that every year something new adds to this collection, and I really love that. That is a decor theme that I have not done yet in my home, but I definitely love the pieces. I think they are so, so cute. Now, Pottery Barn does a lot of neutral colors year round, but at Christmas time, they tend to do a lot of pieces in the traditional reds and greens and things like that. Very, very bright. Their pillow covers are very, very nice, nice quality, just like, all of their other pillows, beautiful. And every year they come out with some new ones. And their pillow covers tend to sell out. They're very, very pricey, but they do sell out. They're very, very popular in their Christmas line. These little candies here, I saw those online. They're super cute for just putting on the table, just like they have them done right there. And then they also have this greenery in this bowl, which is a really easy look for Christmas decorating. Here is a gorgeous little pillow here with the little deer on with the antlers. That is super, super cute. And then they have their display with all of the pillows that they have out. Now, I don't know if this is their complete collection for the season yet, but that's what's out right now. And I think they are very, very pretty. Now, we are going to see some similar items when we step over into a home goods store. So the purpose of this video is to show you how to get the look for less. But we first have to understand what's out there at the higher end stores, kind of take a look around, get that inspiration that we need. And then we take it someplace else and see what we can find at a lower price. Get into that pillow with that large ornament and the little birds on there. That's so nice. I really like that. Most of their pillow covers are running like $69, so 70 bucks for a single pillow. Very pricey. And that's not with the insert typically either, so there's that. The throws are really nice as well. This one is a really, really nice cable knit throw, really pretty color, very soft to the touch. Like I said, we can probably find these at a much lower price point, but we will possibly give up some of the quality. Like you cannot beat them for their quality. This is a really pretty pillow cover here with these Christmas trees on them. I thought that was really nice. I typically do not decorate with red, but I have recently did one of my guest bedrooms in red, and I must say I am loving it. So I definitely will continue to keep that red in that space through the Christmas holiday, and I'll be exploring some other options to put into that guest bedroom in this red color. So these pillows are definitely catching my eye, or something similar. I just think they're very, very pretty. This is the only bedding that I've seen for Christmas in this store so far, but this is the early phases, so more will be coming, I'm sure. So I could not leave the store without checking out this 75% off shelf here. Whenever I come in here and see 75% off, I get super excited, because that may mean that it's something that's affordable for me if I can find something that I need. Typically, once it gets to 75% off in this store, is nothing much left but junk. I am in the store in Charlotte, North Carolina, by the way. This store is located in the South Park shopping mall if you are in the area. Now, I did get excited when I saw these candle holders here. This brass one, I really, really like this. I have something very similar at home, so it would not make sense for me to make any purchase of any candle holders. The smaller one was $9.99, so very affordable there on sale. They did have three sizes of them in the black color. Again, the smaller one was $9.99, and then it went up from there. But these are some really nice pillow candle holders. They did not have three in the brass, but they did have three in the black in varying sizes. So I did think that that was nice. And no trip to Pottery Barn is complete without looking at their pottery. So I always like to come over and look at their vases and decorative bowls and things like that to see what they have. Now, when I say timeless pieces, Pottery Barn has had basically these same pottery pieces now for years. They've got the infamous Joshua style in various sizes. They've got those with the texture on the bowls. They've got these with this braiding around though there. I've seen these before. Yeah, but those are just items that you're pretty much always going to see in the store. So very, very timeless. They also have a selection of bowl filler, which I love looking at their bowl filler because it's always so nice and fragrant. I love their candles. I love their diffusers as well. Now, here's another item that has been viral for the last couple years, and that are these metal deer. And it looks like they've added an additional size this year, and that's that really, really large one there. So now there's a set of four that they have here, and they're in varying prices. Typically from about $30 to about $200, if I'm not mistaken, for this large one. Hopefully, I can focus in here so that you can see the price of that, but they ain't cheap, okay? Now, if you like these deer, but you don't like the price, I got you covered. Aldi every year has been coming out with these deer. They go viral and they sell out really quickly once they come into the store. So you'll have to see if you can get the hookup at your store to let you know when they're coming, because they will leave as fast as they come, but they will have them and they're considerably cheaper than this. I've also seen them at Big Lots. Now, you know, Big Lots kind of went out of business and then some of their stores came back. So we'll see if they have them in store again. But those are two places that you want to check if you want to get your hands on them for a lower price. All right, so I don't know if you got inspiration, but I did, and I'm ready to hit up HomeGoods now to see how many of these types of items I can find over there at a lower price point. If you're ready, let's go. And hopefully you took down some notes or remember the things that you may have seen in here that you like, that you want to see if they have them over at a cheaper price. We'll see what they have. So on the way home from the mall, which is where the Pottery Barn is, I happened to go past two HomeGoods. So I decided to stop in both of them. So we've got lots of content here as it relates to what's already in store at the home goods stores, both for fall and Christmas. So the first thing we see when we come in here, remember we saw those bears, which was an ice bucket over at Pottery Barn that was almost $200. Well, they've got this. It's not an ice bucket, but it does have the little bears on each end. I guess those are bears, but this one is $50. So if you want conceptually, you know, I said it was similar but not the same, but that's a cute little piece if you like bears. And then they have this deer piece here, which is super cute with the little bowl on there, which is nice for a little serving dish during the holiday season. And you're going to see a few more of these items. They kind of have things all over the store. So as we walk through here today, you're going to see some more of those types of items as well. These candles here caught my eye because I have been seeing those online at the higher end stores, and they are considerably more than these are here. You get a set of two for $9.99. Pottery Barn has them for $34.99 a piece. Now, mind you, the ones at Pottery Barn are LED, and these you have to actually light up, but they still give you that look for less. This is the time of year that the candle selection in HomeGoods just goes crazy. They have all kinds of Christmas candles to choose from. They've got that little cute Christmas tree there. They've got this little deer, and then they've just got all their jar candles in the, you know, Christmas scents and things like that. It's a little bit early for me to start to burn some of the Christmas scents, but it's definitely not too early to pick up some of those candles because some of the nicer ones may sell out. If you don't pick them up early, if you can, they're just now coming out. So if you see what you like, my advice is to go ahead and get it because people will be out here. They're coming. They're coming for it. Now, both of these home goods stores today was actually still putting things out. So they had racks in the middle of the aisle. We'll see some of those in our walkthrough here. And you see a lot of empty shelves because they just haven't put everything out yet, but they are in the process of doing that. And they've got some really good things. So not only do I shop what's on the shelves, I look through the racks and things that they have in the middle of the aisle that they've not yet put out just to see what's coming. These are really nice little LED candles here, and you get a set of 3 for 20 bucks, not bad at all. And then they've got the jar candles, like I said, and some of these smell really, really good. Some of them are more of the cedar scent, which, like I said, it's a little too early for me to start burning these, but they have some really, really pretty ones. I love packaging, so I'm always going to be drawn to that. These are running $14.99, but they just had a ton of candles out today. I love these little log candles here. They come in the LED. They sell these over at Pottery Barn too, but they're LED. But again, you can get the look for less over here with that. This is a nice candle holder that's shaped like a Christmas tree. And so that's about 20 bucks as well. Really nice. And that can hold a nice size candle on there, which is nice. They're starting to put out their lanterns as well. And just a lot of little decorative tabletop decor pieces and things like that. So lots of things are out here and lots of things to come over the weeks. Now, there's one item that I missed out on last year, but I don't intend to miss out on this year. I'm not going to be buying a lot of Christmas decor at all, but there are a few pieces that I am looking for. And one is the acrylic nutcrackers. I wanted those last year. And when I saw them early on in the season, I saw them and I'm like, I've got time. It's too early to buy it. And I didn't get them. And I never found them all season last year. So this year I plan on being out here early. And when I come across them, I'm going to get those. So that's one of the few things that I will be purchasing this year for the holiday season because I frankly just have enough. But that doesn't stop me from coming out here and looking because I love to look at what's new in store, what's come back, whatever. I just like that. I like to see what new colors may be trending for the holiday season. Not that it's going to have any sway on me for this year because I'm decorating primarily with the colors that I already have. I'm not starting a new color this year. I may do a different combination of colors that I already have, but definitely not going to be starting all over again with a new theme. So there's that. I'll add a few pieces and that'll be about it. But yeah, so I'm just looking, just looking. There's no harm in looking, and it is free to do so. I have an abundance of deer, so I definitely don't need anything like that. And my deer, they just don't fare well in my household for whatever reason. Most of my deer have missing or broken antlers. I am just not a person that can deal with things that are too fragile. So I really don't need to invest in anything like that anymore anyway. And they also have lots of these Christmas trees that I love these for like little tabletop decor. That's an interesting looking nutcracker there in the silver. I have seen nutcrackers in here in every color, but like I said, I'm looking for the acrylic nutcrackers. Are you seeing anything on these shelves that is catching your eye? They've got a lot of stuff out, but I know there's a lot more to come once they actually clear out of all the fall decor. But there's a lot out in this store today. I was pleasantly surprised that they've got these shelves pretty much running over. They also have lots of Santas. And this one here, I didn't think was a bad price at all. He was only 20 bucks for him, and he was a pretty good size. So, you can get some really good deals in here at this time. There were a lot of people in the store today, although I try my best not to get people in shot. So I kind of circle around the aisle to make sure no one is down there so that I don't catch them in my camera shot. But there were a lot of people in here today and they were buying up this Christmas stuff already. And as of this filming, we are just entering into October. I'm seeing the usual suspects, the deer, the Santas, the gnomes, the nutcrackers, the gingerbread men, all of the things that, tend to be very, very popular themes for the season. The only thing that I don't see in here is anything for the Grinch. I know that that is still a thing, and that's probably at one of the stores that I no longer shop at. So we may or may not see any of that, but that's okay. We're going to take a look at what all they have in here. Now, we're over here in the entertainment selection looking at their holiday dishes. Now, much like Pottery Barn, they have a lot of really, really beautiful dishes, serving ware, serving dishes, all of those types of things for the holiday season. You can do a really, really beautiful tablescape with some of these items. Very, very nice. And I think that you can do a tablescape that will rival that of a Pottery Barn or Crate and Barrel. They have some really nice dishes in here. And quite frankly, so does Dollar Tree. So don't sleep on Dollar Tree for dinnerware for the holiday season. They've got a nice selection here at Home Goods on Christmas mugs. They are all out. This little thing here was really, really interesting. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is a candle holder or if it's a one of those flight sets or whatever. I don't know. You probably could use it for either or, but it's cute. Got the little deer on it or whatever. And yes, I'm looking at this is probably a candle holder. But anyway, I thought it was nice. This is two of them together here, but I thought that was really pretty. Now, I said that they do have fall out. They still have a lot of fall things, but over here at Home Goods, their sales run a little bit different. So you're not going to really see a lot on sale as it relates to fall. They'll pretty much sell it out before you really see it on clearance or whatever, or maybe they store it for next year. Who knows? But we see a lot of really nice quality pillows in here, just like we did over at Pottery Barn. Some of these pillows are really, really nice. They have the beading on them, very, very textured, very, very heavy material, things like that. The main difference, I would say, with the pillows is that typically they're not going to have your feather insert. So if you like the feather pillows, you can always change them out because typically they will have the zippers on them that allow you to switch out your cushions if you want to do that. But they just have some really, really pretty ones. And they have some that are pretty pricey because that's $50 for that little pumpkin pillow, which I thought was really kind of expensive. Most of their pillows tend to run more like $29.99 or somewhere in that range. But yeah, you can definitely find them a lot cheaper than what we saw over at Pottery Barn in general. I don't know what it is about their pumpkin pillows today and why they're so expensive. That one was $50 also. Okay, so now we're coming up on a rack of Christmas things and kind of miscellaneous things that they have here that they haven't put out yet. So I'm definitely checking that out to see if there's anything of interest there. Didn't see anything. So back over here in the Christmas section now, looking at this section here where they have a lot of their snowmen. That's another theme that you see every year. So you can always find snowman pieces in Home Goods, Ross, and Burlington as well. Look at this little deer. She is all dressed up with her little fur collar on. She is just the cutest. I like those nutcrackers that are behind her as well. I did find two black nutcrackers last year. I'm trying to think of where I got them. I think I got them at Ross actually, but they're really, really nice. They're made out of I don't know what they're made out of, but they're that shiny black material. Really, really cute. I like these large ornaments too. These are really pretty to put like on a tabletop or a shelf or whatever. They're also pretty to put in your tree. I love like wedging larger bulbs into my tree. They just create such a pretty look and kind of a nice filler too for a tree that may not be as full or you're just trying to fill it up quickly. Those oversized ornaments are perfect for that. And I'm spotting some of those metal deer. These are very, very small, but we'll start to see a lot of those. I'm sure they'll be back this year. They were hugely popular the last couple years. This is a really, really nice little piece here. And this is like a snow globe, and it also has music at $16.99. And this is at Home Goods. It is so much to look at in this store. And I can tell you that they have put things kind of anywhere. So they have a section that's designated for Christmas things, but they didn't have enough room. So they kind of have things kind of in different places. Because as I was walking through the store, I spotted end caps with Christmas things kind of all over the place in very oddball places. But anyway, here's some more candles here for Christmas that I thought were really pretty. They've got a lot of those out in different themes or whatever. So yeah, this is definitely a good time to stock up on your candles if you are in the market for them. I also love these tabletop Christmas trees. Those are really pretty. A lot of times people use those in lieu of putting up a Christmas tree, just kind of add a little festive flair to your home without having to go through all the hassle of pulling out a Christmas tree or whatever. Perfectly fine way to kind of add the holiday season into your home, or just kind of, add some little decorative cheer into your home without the hassle. Here are some more of those racks that they are working on putting things out. I see some deer on here, and I see the acrylic nutcracker that I was talking about last year. I tried to find these things and I could not, but I've got this one and I'm not letting it go. It's 19.99 and I am excited. Here is another interesting serving piece here. This is a little deer here and he is smoking a pipe, child. He's on an acrylic stand and he's got a bowl. So I'm assuming it's a little serving dish to put some little nuts in or popcorn or whatever the case may be. And would you look at there? Another nutcracker. Now, when I tell you they have these things kind of put anywhere, I don't know if somebody put that there to hold it for themselves or hide it or whatever, but I have two of them. Okay, so this is getting kind of weird. There's another one there. In this store this day, I think I saw a total of 4 or 5 of these acrylic nutcrackers. After looking for them all last year, never found them, but yeah. Here's another this is like a cake stand, I guess, and it's got the little bears on there. But this is really a nice little serving dish for the person that has everything, I would say, because I wouldn't anyway. They have it here if that's something that you're looking for. They have these super cute cookie dishes there. They always come out with those that are shaped like Santa Claus or different things like that. And they had a lot of glasses that I fell in love with. Now they've got a lot of empty spaces on the shelf, so they got room to fill these in. But get into these glasses. Are they not gorgeous? With the white Christmas trees etched in them. Those up there with the red on them are super cute. They've got these there's another nutcracker. Can you see that? But anyway, yeah, they had a lot of dishes, mugs, things like that, and more to come because you can see the empty spaces here on the shelf. So definitely we'll be getting more in. Most of these glasses were running like $7.99 each. This one here that's all gilded and decked out, I thought that was so pretty. Those were $10 each, but most of the rest of them were $7.99 each. I love a nice holiday glass. I just enjoy putting out my holiday glasses every year. They just add such a nice little touch to a tablescape or to a bar card or wherever you want to use them. I just love that. And these are the types of glasses and things that you're going to find at your West Elm, your Crate and Barrel, your Williams Sonoma. They have all these types of glasses and they're going to cost a lot more than this. So, perfect way to get that look for less. Look how cute these cookie jars are. The little abominable snowman and Frosty there. Super, super nice. Very nice if you have kids in your life. They would love that. Here are some more glasses here. They just had all kinds of little ones. The ones with the peppermints are really nice. They have some with the wreaths on them. Very traditional Christmas glasses and mugs and things like that, but they're really, really nice. Well, we are getting down to the end of this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope you got some inspiration from looking at both the Pottery Barn store as well as 2 HomeGoods stores. Hope that you saw something that you love that you'll be seeking out for your home for this season. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I do ask that you will consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave today. I would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. Over here, we do all things home decor, and we get ready to kick it into overdrive with our Christmas decorating in the weeks to come. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And to all my returning family members, thank you so, so much for your support. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you here on my next one. Bye-bye.